Good morning. It's Saturday, about 10 o'clock. I'm going to try to do a build series of videos on this 2002 Chevy Tahoe that I picked up for like $1,200 late last year. It's February. So I'm going to see. So I bought it for $1,200. It runs, it drives, but doesn't have reverse. And it's a base model truck, but it's got some options. Whoever bought this truck ordered it probably, you know, from a Chevrolet dealership and ordered all the stuff they wanted. And so it's got a 5.3 liter. It's got fog lights. It's four-wheel drive. It has the push four-wheel drive actuator button things instead of the manual thing. It has like a half center console, which I don't think I've ever really seen, but it is a base model. Has cloth seats, whatever, the tan interior, non-color matched door handles and mirrors, but it does have heated mirrors, and it doesn't have sunroof, but it has third row, and it's not in there. It wasn't with the vehicle when I bought it. But overall, actually, is pretty decent shape. I'm in South Carolina, so a lot of cars here don't get crazy rust. People up north would be probably dying to buy this thing, but it's got dings and dents. Like I said, I bought it for $1,200. It's not perfect. It's got these cheap aftermarket taillights and whatever stuff, probably because I broke them crashing it. But it doesn't have reverse. It's all stock except for this eBay Spectre intake thing. But yeah, so it runs and drives, doesn't overheat. It's got a 5.3 liter. It's cable driven. But yeah, it's got a couple weird options. Like I said, it's got the fog lights and push button four-wheel drive, third row, heated mirrors. But it's not bad. It's not a bad little truck. My whole plan is to make it into a capable four-wheel drive little like family truckster type truck, because so last year kind of really sucked for me. A lot of shit going on, and so I haven't been. So I'm from Mexico, and I haven't been to Mexico in a long time, since 2005. And so I want to maybe build this to take a road trip and go all the way into Mexico from South Carolina. And so this is I really like the GMT 800 platform, right? This is a GMT 800 from 99 to 2007. They made Silverado, GMC, Sierras, Yukons, Tahoes, Suburbans, all. Like, this is a GMT 800 truck too. This is a Denali that we're building for my friend. And this is one of those trucks that somebody bought it and didn't know what the hell to do with it, so they messed up a bunch of stuff on it. But it runs and drives. He bought it for like $2,000, and it's an actual Denali. It's got the 6-liter all-wheel drive. The rear steering works. The quadra steer works, and so we're just kind of trying to piece it back together to its former glory. And one of our crazy ideas, or my crazy idea, I've seen a couple of people on YouTube do these, and so he bought a CTS, and we are going to just V8 swap it, and more than likely make it a manual. But regardless, we have a bunch of project stuff out here. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff, so I'll just kind of show you. This is stuff that I bought for super cheap. Sometimes they're like not usable, but if you if you want to put a little money into them, you could probably get them back up and running. I mean, that's a 6-liter that I got for like $175, and it came with this all aluminum 5.3, which had 799 heads on it, which I've taken off. And I know we just had rain yesterday, and so this stuff is kind of like the cheap pile of stuff that just, if we get to use it, we get to use it. And I say we, meaning me. But yeah, so I've got these 2 shipping containers. I just got these 2 shipping containers and moved them out here. And this was all like last week. We got this one moved from the other side of the yard. And yeah, that's my other Tahoe. And that's my Camaro. And there's another Silverado up there. But I'll show you in a minute. So, yeah, so I have this shipping container. And we're going to do a roof in between. And I'm going to have a little place to work out here. So I just moved out here last year. I had a shop and shut it down. Just got too busy with kids and dealing with everything. And like I said, last year was kind of a shitty year for me right at the beginning. Exactly a year ago, some shit happened, and just things have been rough. Let's just say. But anyways, so I'll show you this truck a little bit more, just to give you an idea of, it's pretty straight. I mean, like, the little dent in the back is the biggest thing. It's missing the roof rack. So I'll probably put a regular roof rack on it, and maybe see if we can get some kind of luggage carrier up there. I really like those aerospace or whatever they're called things. But regardless, so this thing's got a 5.3-liter 4-wheel drive, 4L60. The 4L60 does not have reverse, so I could drive it here, but you basically have to make concessions for just driving straight, right? So my whole plan is to take out the 5.3, which I know a lot of people are like, well, you don't need a 6-liter for everything, but I like the 6 liters. We're gonna do some cleanup inside. Obviously, this was used as a vehicle like it was supposed to be used. You know, it's dirty, it's whatever, but it's not raggedy to the point where it's not worth bringing back. So somebody, whoever got this vehicle from the dealership, you know, they got a DVD player in it. So this was probably someone who was good with their money, probably didn't want a Z71 for all the cladding and other stuff that doesn't really make a difference, you know, most of the time. So yeah, it's a pretty good little truck. It's got a 5.3, whatever, you know. But anyways, my plan is probably an LQ4, or, you know, I really would just like to stay with the LQ4. My other truck has an LQ9, but I kind of like the LQ4 because it's easier to just run whatever fuel, like low octane fuel, which I don't like to run low octane on the LQ9, but it doesn't make that huge of a difference. But anyway, so I just want to do like an LQ4, 4L80, 4-wheel drive still. I just want to make it like drivetrain wise just as strong as it can be, OEM. So my whole thing is going to be like OEM plus, right? OEM plus is going to be the 4-piston brakes from the newer trucks, maybe some newer OEM wheels. I don't know about ride height. I'll probably do stock ride height, or a very small lift, maybe 2-inch, because I want to do 33s. And I know they fit with a 3-inch, those little 3-inch kits where you raise the rear a little bit and you put keys in the front. Don't like doing keys. I like doing spindles because I've lowered my stuff with spindles and I've lifted my stuff with spindles before. I've done keys, but I just don't like the way they make everything, the suspension geometry, the ride quality. A lot of stuff just it's not, especially for a road trip vehicle, it's gonna be not that good. Anyways, I'm gonna try to keep this video under like 10 to 15 minutes. Well, we're almost at 10 minutes, so maybe 15 minutes, because don't know how to edit. So we're gonna do this stuff stuff that you could do, you know, stuff that anybody could do. If I can do it, you can do it. It's pretty grassroots. So anyways, I have a 2001 Camaro, and I have a 2000 Camaro and a 2001 Tahoe. And this Tahoe is like my daily driver. I've driven this thing to California. A lot of stuff works on it. It's dirty. You know, I use it every day. I go pick up my kids in it. There's shit in the back. There's tools. There's rotors I just picked up for my Camaro. I'm doing a CTSV big brick. And like I said, I pick up my kids in this thing. I drive it everywhere. I've been to California and back in it. It's got some 1552 wheels. It's got a Denali rear bumper. I mean, it's really basic. It's got the Escalade V 6-piston brakes, 16-inch or 18-inch rotors or whatever the hell they are, with 6-piston calipers. They've been pretty good. They stopped the truck very well. It's got an LQ9 with sloppy stage 2 headers. I already opened it. Headers, full exhaust. It's got a Dorman intake. I mean, it's just a basic street little. You know, still got the stock fan. It's a daily driver. It's got the original transmission in it. It's got 300,000 miles, and it's LQ9, stock heads, just a sloppy stage 2, two-wheel drive, 4L60. It had a newer rear end put in it at some point. It's got one of those cheap Spectre eBay intakes on it. So I'm trying to make that truck similar, but less aftermarket stuff, I guess. I mean, I'll probably do headers, but I'll probably keep a stock exhaust, because this had a stock exhaust when I did headers and cam and everything, and it sounded really good, and it was pretty nice. But so I'm gonna try to do that with that truck, but to a little less degree, you know, less aftermarket stuff. And this is my other GMT 800. There's shit everywhere because I've been moving everything and emptied the shipping containers, and you know, there's crap everywhere. This side is looking rough. But so this is my other truck. So this originally was a 4.8 truck, two-wheel drive. I just did flares, lowered it, you know, 5.7 drop, HD hood. It's got OEM fender flares in the front. It's gonna be a turbo 6-liter 6-speed truck. I already have this TR6060. I have the 6 liters already ready to be assembled. I've got the turbo manifolds. I still have to complete a bunch of stuff, but basically right now everything's a shelf because we're moving everything over to the other side of the yard. And so this is my dad's 1949 Willys, and now my sister and I got that for him last year for his for Father's Day. And right after I closed my shop, and I've been moving. I've moved to 2 different places, and this is hopefully going to be a more permanent location, so we can get stuff done. But yeah, so anyways, so last couple weeks I've been moving all the stuff to the other side of the yard, trying to get this stuff going and rolling. I've got a, you know, GMT 800 2000 Silverado 6-speed 6-liter turbo build. This my daily driver, 6-liter sloppy stage 2 cam, headers, 2-wheel drive, whatever, little hot rod dad wagon to pick up the kids and go places. Like I've been from South Carolina to San Diego to the Grand Canyon, the Hoover Dam, Vegas, through Texas, back. It's been a pretty good ride. This I just picked up last year, and it was bone. I mean, it wasn't bone stock. It had headers. It's an LS1 6-speed. I have a thing for base models. I think that's the truck that's the highest trim that I have. So it's like a 2001 with all the options: leather, sunroof, heated everything, limited slip, whatever the hell. But this is a Z28 base model. So it has non-power anything, right? No power doors, no power windows, 6-speed manual. It's actually pretty clean. Just, I use my cars, so they're dirty. They've got, kids get in here. I've taken my daughter and her friends out, and my son, and whatever. I use my cars. I like street cars, but I'm doing CTSV brakes on this, and it's another project. So I have a bunch of projects going on, but we're gonna try to focus on this Tahoe for this trip to Mexico that I want to make in October. So I've got about 8 months. It's the 23rd or 24th of February right now. I can't really remember, but either way, that gives you a good idea of, like, it's February. I want to go to Mexico in October. I have a bunch of shit to do. Like, we're gonna put a roof right here. This is my, like, dirty work shipping container. I'll show you those, the inside of these shipping containers in another video. But yeah, so it's gonna be like, just a recap: 6-liter 4L80 4-wheel drive, 33s, 4-piston brakes, roof rack, and cleaning. I mean, it's gonna be just a OEM plus. Everything we can change that's OEM to make it better will be in there. Really not trying to go crazy. I'm probably gonna stay like 3rd gen, 4th gen LS stuff specific. Nothing crazy. But yeah, so that'll be it. And that'll be like, I have my kids every other weekend and stuff like that. So it'll be maybe every couple weeks we'll do a update on it. I'll try to compile some stuff depending on how smoothly things go. If things, don't go well, we'll obviously definitely update you and let you know, hey, things aren't working out, or this happened or that happened. But so yeah, I bought it like this in its complete molested state that it's in right now. It's actually not bad compared to stuff that people pay a lot more money for. Like I said, I paid $1,200 for this and drove it home. You might think a kid owned it, but no, it's just immature adults. But no, yeah, it's a good starting point, I think. Might do a Denali or Escalade cluster, or a 2500 cluster in here to get some transmission information. Those clusters have the transmission temperature, and they look cool. It's another thing. So what my thing is, I'm probably going to do is a jump seat, just to get as much seating in here as possible, because it's missing the 3rd row, and I may not replace it because it's going to be an expense, and I kind of want the rear hatch cargo area to remain useful. And also, if it's going to be a road trip or whatever, I may set it up to where lay the seats down and sleep fully back there. So I have 2 kids, right? They're 11 and 13, and so if they go with me, they've had to be accommodated too, obviously. So we'll try to see. We did it in that vehicle. We did it in my other Tahoe, across the country. Slept in it. Stopped a bunch of places. It was pretty good. So I already have the experience of that vehicle, swapping in a 6-liter, doing all the little stuff, OEM plusing it, little stuff that you could do, we could do with basic tools. And out here, you know, I don't have a crazy two-post lift garage or nothing nuts. So, you know, stuff that you could do in your driveway or without a driveway or whatever. But anyways, so yeah, so we'll keep you updated. I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm new to this. I posted some videos on YouTube and stuff, but this is gonna be a new thing for me, and hopefully it goes well. You guys follow along. Some of these YouTube builds get ridiculous. I just want to keep mine grassroots, blue collar. That might be the name for this truck. Hey, maybe we just came up with a little name for this truck because it's blue. Maybe will be the blue collar Mexico build. We'll see. But thank you for watching. Appreciate it, and we'll keep you posted and updated. Got a little beer Saturday morning. Yeah, this ain't gonna be fancy or gimmicky. We're just trying to keep it fresh. But thank you for your time, and hopefully you enjoy watching these videos. Thank you.